hot back out on Folsom Lake today. Got a new Motorguide Xi5 trolling motor that I've been having a ton of problems with. Last time I was out, I synced up everything the way it should have been synced up. I've been having quite a few problems with that thing. Wasn't real happy with it. The motor itself was fine. The handheld remote, the wireless worked perfectly. You know, the remote with the little motor, the trolling motor, worked great. But man, the wireless foot pedal was just complete garbage. The first couple of times I had it out, yeah, it was my fault. I didn't calibrate it correctly. I didn't sync it up correctly. Turning on and off the foot pedal, I was not doing that correctly. So yeah, that was my fault. But the third time I took it out, I had bought new lithium batteries for my boat, so I had to resync up the trolling motor, the handheld remote, and the foot pedal again. I watched all the videos before I did that. I synced both of them up perfectly, no problems. I get out to the lake, I do the calibrations, no problem, ran through that quickly. About 45 minutes into my day, foot pedal stops working and it disconnects itself from the trolling motor. And to reconnect it, to resync it, you have to disconnect your trolling motor from your batteries. Well, I used a little bit of a cheat. There's a breaker. I think most bass boats, I think all bass boats have them actually. So I just pushed the button to actually pop my breaker on my trolling motor, and then I popped it back in, and I was able to resync my foot pedal again. But still, I have to get into the battery compartment to do that. And I was like, okay, maybe that was just a one-off. Well, about 2 hours later, does the same thing, loses connectivity again. I couldn't get it back. The only way I could get it back was to pop that breaker again. So I did that again, and about an hour after that, same thing, lost connectivity again. And I was just irate. I was just pissed off. I mean, I'm not spending $2,000 on something to not have it work right. The foot pedal is something I need to work, something that just needs to work. You know, my recommendation is, if you're gonna get a trolling motor, spend that much money on it, get a wired foot pedal. I believe the Garmin, I think it's the Garmin Force. I believe that has a wireless foot pedal. My brother's got one, and he said his works flawlessly, perfectly, but that's also a $3,500 motor. Mine was $2,000. So I mean, but even at $2,000, the foot pedal, I want it to work right, especially when it's brand new and I calibrate it and sync it correctly. The stupid thing should work right. So I sent my trolling motor back. Now I am without a trolling motor on my boat, and I picked the worst possible time to send that Motorguide, my trolling motor, back to the manufacturer to get my refund back. I mean, I don't know if you know, but there's a shortage on everything right now because of COVID and everything, apparently. And I went to order a new Ultrex, and I can't. They are back ordered 4 to 16 weeks right now. So I was like, you know, I guess I'll go order a Motorguide, the Motorguide Tour Pros. They have the foot pedal that is connected with a cable and a motor assist like the Ultrex. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go with the Motorguide again. I'll get the Tour Pro. It's supposed to be a better motor. I'm gonna make sure I get the 3-year warranty with it. Go to try and order one of those, back ordered, yeah, indefinitely. Nobody knows. The Motorguides, no one knows how long those things are gonna be back ordered. Can't find a trolling motor anywhere, so now I don't have a trolling motor at all. So I'm out at this little pond called Willow Hills Reservoir. It's about 1:15 in the afternoon, so I don't know how I'm gonna do, but whatever. I just need to go out and get some lines wet, try and catch something, you know, throw my little swim baits at some toolies, get them stuck, lose them. Maybe I'll go lose about 20 bucks worth of gear today. At least I'll feel like I'm fishing, doing something, you know, just sitting there in the house on my days off with this weather is so nice. Yeah, I just gotta get out. I gotta get out and try to fish, try to catch something. Earlier this morning I had to finish up a few orders for some A-rigs. I make homemade A-rigs, so if you want to check out my video on that, it's pretty in-depth, but I have little markers. If you want to skip around and check it out, you can just go straight to see the finished product, but they're really good. I sell, I would say, to over 20 different pros right now, and you could make it yourself now. Parts, and the prices on parts are going up, so I'm guessing about $650 for a 5-wire 4-blade, and the things are bulletproof. I mean, they don't break if you use quality parts with them. They just don't break. And I've been using my same A-rig now for almost a year, and I hear a lot of other people saying the same thing. The only time they need to get a new one is when they snag it on something and they break it off. So if you're interested in making your own A-rigs, check out my video. But all right, enough talking. I'm gonna go see if I can't get me one of these little fish in this pond here. Oh, I see a bass right there. Oh, there's a couple right there. That's a bluegill. Oh shit, there's about 1.5 pound bass right there. They're on beds. I need to get a wacky rig worm on. I switched to a white floating worm. There's a couple of bass. I can't tell if they're the females in this pond or the males. It's maybe about yeah, he's still there. About a 1 pound bass. Right past this tule right here. He's maybe in 6 inches of water. Come on. Oh, he's looking at it. He is looking at it. He is eyeballing it. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. There he goes. He's about to hit it. Oh, that's a nice one. He looked at it. Wind keeps blowing my braid in this in these tules here. Okay, maybe the floating worm was a bad choice. I may need something that sinks. He's on a bed. Okay, I'm just about over him right now. Hope you guys can see that. At least my worm there. Yeah, he's looking at it. He's turning around. Oh, he's coming towards it. And he turned away. Okay. I'm gonna put something on that actually sinks. I got this little Berkeley Powerbait max scent. I think some water definitely got in this package here. These are supposed to be smoke black and purple. They kind of look like, I don't know, dingy, old, nasty worms, but at least this thing should sink, so I can get it right in front of that little bass there. Oh, I think he's going for it. I think he might just picked it up. Oh yeah, he's going for it. He's got it. He had the tail in his mouth. But he nipped at it. There we go. Okay, now I'm in a good spot. Okay, he's moving towards it. Oh, he's got it. Oh, dang it. He hit it again. I'll give it a couple more tries with this hook. I've got smaller ones that I use for drop shot. Okay, his bed is right back there. Okay, he sees it. Oh yeah, he's going for it right now. Okay, I think he's got it. I can't tell if he's got it, he's in the shadow. He's smacking his lips though. Damn, okay. I gotta change hooks. Alright, I put a smaller hook on. Let's see if we can get him now. He's hit it 2 or 3 times now. Alright, he sees it, he's going for it. Okay, he's got it. Got him. Alright. Not a bad little pond fish. Okay, I'm gonna let him go. Thanks for biting, bud. Go back home. Go protect your babies. There he goes. And he is back on his bed. Went right back to it. And he's sitting on it. That's my first bedfish I've ever caught. Took me maybe 10 minutes. Okay. I don't really like doing that. I think I'm gonna change it up and not fish for any more bedfish, especially in this little pond, but that's the first bedfish I've ever caught. Kind of feel bad. So I don't want to, I don't know. I think it was just a small male. He went right back on his bed. And I understand if you're going to be fishing this time of year, you're fishing for bedfish one way or another. But I don't like intentionally pulling them off of a bed like that. I'm happy to see that he went right back to it. Like I said, I've never actually caught a bedfish before on purpose. I've never sight fished one before. So I don't really like it. But I'm gonna go try some other fishing. There's a dock over there, kind of little dock, like a pier, whatever you want to call it, that goes out on the pond. I'm gonna go take a look at that. I want to make sure he's back on his bed. Yeah, he's right there. Man, I hope you guys can see him. He's sitting right next to the shadow right there in the shade. Okay, I don't feel as bad now, but I don't like doing that. I'm at the little pier over here, and I don't know if you can see my line, but it's underneath the under the dock in the shade. I don't know if there's anything under there, but you know, we'll give it a shot. That's about the only man-made structure. That is the only man-made structure in this little pond, so you would think there'd be some under there. Turns out I left my other little baby box that I prepared for this pond at home with my rooster tail and all my other little tiny crankbaits and stuff. Besides worms, this is the next bait I've got here. Just a little, I think it's a Z-Man spinnerbait. You can see there's a nice little breeze going on. And I think they're on beds right now. At least the males are. I went back and I checked on that one fish that I just got maybe about 20 minutes ago. And that bass is scared out of its mind now. It's hiding way off its bed now, underneath some of those weeds in the shade. And I don't know. I don't feel real good about that. I don't think I'm gonna bed fish again on purpose like that, or at least sight fish. I'm not in a tournament, I'm just out here for fun, so I'd rather not pull one off a bed. Try right down the side of this dock here. You can see right there that that splash. Big crane loon thing there keeps chasing my my swim bait, man. He hit it twice. I was like, ooh, that's a big one, that's a good fish. And it's that freaking crane or whatever the heck that thing is, man. That crazy bird. Jeez. I can't believe that thing hit it underwater. Look at that sucker. He's chasing bait fish out there. Oh, I am so glad I didn't hook that thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he just caught one. He's a little guy, but he got one. My outro didn't record in my truck for some reason, so I'm going to do just a quick one right now at home. I was able to sight fish my first fish today. That's the first time I've ever really intentionally bed fished and sight fished. Of course, I've had other opportunities in the past. I just didn't want to. Yeah, I feel bad in ponds. Whether the bass goes back to their bed or not, I just felt bad. I feel bad, and yeah, I confirmed I got my first one, and I felt bad afterwards. I checked on him multiple times today, and he was fine. He was back on his bed. He's a little spooked, obviously. I mean, he got smacked in the head. He got ganked in the head. You know, who wouldn't be a little bit pissed off after that and scared? But yeah, I'm going to be fishing the Delta more here this summer. As soon as I get my new trolling motor, that's the first place I'm going. I haven't fished the Delta in about 15 years, so I'm really looking forward to that. I got to buy some new rods, so it's going to be a little expensive at first, but I want to start frogging. I want to get my new PB. Right now my PB is 8.5 pounds, and I want a double digit. So for me, the Delta is a little bit better of a choice than Clear Lake, with the gas prices so stinking high. Clear Lake for me is about 3 hours away, 2.5, 3 hours. And the Delta is about 50 minutes from me. So I'm going to the Delta, and hopefully I can get one, at least break my PB, my 8.5 pound PB. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.